John Kavakis here from My Take. And today we're taking a second look at Brooklyn's 1941 Buick Roadmaster Phaeton convertible. So it's 1941. What a year. The Depression is over. FDR's president. Things are popping all over the place. The median income in the United States is up to $1,232 a year. Can you imagine? The Dow is breaking records at $110. A new home is $7,000, and the average rental on a family home for 1 month is $32. Stamps for 3 cents. You can see a movie for 25 cents. Into the middle of all this, Buick drops this stunning 4-door convertible. The design is cutting edge, called a torpedo body. It's General Motors C-body, the big body for their large cars. All of it's designed by Harley Earl. It's got his marks all over it. It's flamboyant, but it's elegant at the same time. And if you take a look in particular toward the rear of the car, you can see the hint of the Buicks that are going to come after the war. It comes with a power-operated top. It's got a 8-cylinder engine, 328 cubic inches, 165 horsepower, called the Fireball 8. I love the names for those things back then. It was the most powerful V8 on a domestic car in the United States in 1941. It came with a 3-speed manual transmission. They developed all of this power by what they called a compound carburetor. The compound carburetor was two barrel carburetors working in sync with each other. Under normal use, the one 2-barrel function. Under hard acceleration, the other 2-barrel would kick in. It was the forerunner of the 4-barrel carburetor. The hood could be opened up from either side. The radio antenna was adjustable for direction with a knob on the inside. It was a heavy car, weighed up to 4,600 pounds or so. They only built 326 of these. They were fairly expensive, but Buick at that time had a reputation that was the equal of Packard and Cadillac and all of the high-end people. So Buick was just doing a beautiful job on this, and people could see it. And Brooklyn's given us this model. Now, you know, this is a model that when I first came out, I didn't think too much of it. And, you know, it's always a mistake to evaluate a model by the pictures you see. You always get a much better idea of what a model looks like when you can finally hold it in your hand and get a closer inspection. So that's what I hope to be able to do here, because as I look at the model, it really is a fantastic model. Let's put it on the turntable and give it a close look. The paint, the color is dead on accurate. I put the calipers to this. It's an exact 1/43rd scale, very well rendered. The lines of the car are beautiful. The trim, you know, the little bits of chrome trim. Brooklyn is just doing a beautiful job with this stuff. Now, it's made out of wire, but it's shiny, it's glossy just like chrome. It's very delicate. It's not photo etch, it's hand done. Incredible amount of manual labor goes into assembling these cars. So the trim along the belt line of the car is beautifully done. Right there at the front fenders, the beginning of the front fender, that trim is done. The trim on top of the front fender is very accurate, very beautifully done. The little spear on the rear fender skirts is just beautiful and well detailed. Even the slight chrome trim beneath the rocker panels there is just well rendered and to scale. The windshield wipers, the trim around the windows, very delicate, very much to scale, and not that flat photo etch that we see on so many other models. The grille has fantastic depth, great black wash. The bumpers, front and rear, are nicely chromed, very lustrous. There are no lenses in the headlights, but the headlights are very well done, and you got to look closely at them before you see that there's not actually a lens in there. So they've done a good job with that. The back of the car, taillights are well picked out. The Buick emblem above the license plate is well detailed, as is the bracket for the license plate. And those two little hinges on top of the trunk are just little jewel-like pieces of chrome. I love the way they look. And I got to tell you about the interior. This is a really well done interior. The door panels are nicely formed. They have separate handles for the windows. The steering wheel is an accurate representation of a Buick steering wheel for 1941. The radio looks fantastic. The clock is nicely picked out over the glove compartment. The texture of the seats is great. They've done a nice job. And those wheels, you know, I've been bragging on Brooklyn's wheels. They're doing a really good job. The white walls are the right size. The wheels with the red rims just makes the model pop. And that very delicate chrome trim ring around the outside of the wheel. And the wheel cover itself has the Buick emblem on it. It's a fantastic job. Let's go to the 5-star rating. Fidelity, accuracy of the lines and the size of it, I'm giving it 5 stars. Trim, lensing, and badging, I'm going 4. I think the lensing needs just a little bit of help here, and the trim could use a little bit of color here. I don't want to minimize the fact that the rest of the car, the rest of the trim is very delicately done, very well done. Color, French gray poly, 5. Interior detail, I'm going to go 4.5 on the interior detail. Wheels and tires, 5. Value, again, here's where Brooklyn is so strong. White metal model, well rendered, handmade, beautifully done, something you would be proud to have on your shelf at right around $200 or so. I'm giving it a value of 5. That gives us an overall 5-star rating of 28.5 out of 30 possible points. That's a good rating and gives us a 4.75. So the 5-star rating on my take on the 1941 Buick Roadmaster convertible Phaeton is 4.75. Hey, thanks for spending some time with me. I appreciate it. I'll be back to see you again sometime soon.